Welcome back, folks. This is Tommy, Help with Gadgets, and we've got an interesting little knife to do a review of today. This is the ESEE Expat Medellin II, and it's a pretty neat little knife. It's actually on loan to me from a friend of mine, and he suggested I take a look at this. So I've done a disassembly and cleaning, and now I'm going to tell you what I think about this knife. But to kind of give you the backstory on it, apparently it was designed by ESEE to be something that was good enough to use, but something that you wouldn't be distraught if you had to leave it behind. So, interesting little story there. All right, so we're looking at about 2.75 on the blade length and about 6 1/4 on the overall length. So not a big knife, one that shouldn't cause a whole lot of attention if you're in an area that has restrictions. So you've got a shorter blade, small knife, and 2.6 ounces on the weight. So not bad at all. All right, let's compare it to some knives that you may be familiar with, and I'm going to show some of the smaller knives that I have, because there's no reason to show what it looks like against a Manix 2 or anything like that. There it is against the CJRB Pyrite. Here it is against the QSP Penguin. So you see, not a big knife at all. I'll bring out another couple knives, so I think that'll be about it. We'll do the Vosteed Acorn, which is a smaller knife in my opinion, and let's do the Spyderco Sage 6. So again, on the smaller side for me, but this one's even a little bit smaller. So it is not a big knife. As far as thickness, it's thick enough to kind of make up for the smallness there. You need something to grip. There it is against the Acorn. Here it is against the Penguin. Okay. In pocket, it's not going to take up a lot of space at all. There it is against the Penguin. There it is against the Acorn. So pretty cool. All right, let's show you what it looks like in pocket. We've got a pair of jeans here. We'll slide it in. Nice deep carry. Not a lot sticking out there. It is fairly broad clip, but not bad at all. In and out of pocket really easily. So not a problem there at all either. Blade steel on this, you're looking at S35VN. And it is Taiwan made. This is this is the first production run, and this is actually number 234. There is a lot of billboarding on this, and apparently some folks have complained about that, but it is what it is. There's the name of the knife there, and you've got Expat by ESEE Knives there. You got first production run there. You've got Taiwan, and you've got S35VN. So lots of billboarding, as it were. It's got like a stonewash finish on it, just fine. So there's not a problem there for me. This is a reversible clip, as you can see there. There is not a space for a lanyard. It does have some jimping there on top of the knife, and feels pretty good in hand. Feels like it would lock in pretty good. That being said, this is like a 3-finger knife for me. Not a very big knife at all. From what I can tell, comfortable enough in hand. So you're not going to be doing probably wouldn't be doing a lot of heavy work with that, but not bad at all. Opening methods, you've got the thumb stud, and you can reverse flick off of it, and also you could use the crossbar lock to open. So Detent, well, it's a crossbar lock, so there's not a lot of detent. Lockup, it's good. There is a little bit of blade play there, and in fact, we'll take a look at that and adjust that out, because I did do a disassembly and cleaning on that actually yesterday. Now there's no blade play, and I'm actually going to loosen it just a hair. If you want to see a disassembly and cleaning of this, I also have that. It is pretty neat because there is the Omega springs are adjustable, and if you know what that means, then you know. It means that you can adjust the tension on that lock bar to make it either stronger, or actually it was in the weakest position when I first got it, so I moved it up one to make it a little bit stronger. They may have to change that, but I'll let my friend decide on that. Scale material, you've got G10, I would say. Let me make sure on that. No, it says Micarta, green canvas Micarta. So I was thinking maybe Micarta, but I was like, it's a very, not a lot of texture to it. Nicely contoured, but you can see the Micarta threads there around the screw holes. So, very good. Oh, didn't talk about price on this, did we? This is S35VN, made in Taiwan for $70 is apparently the going price, if you can find them. So there's that. This is not a bad little knife. Feels good in hand. Works pretty well on the opening and closing. So this would be one I would recommend. Good materials. S35VN, $70. It's not what you're normally going to see. So I would say this would be a plus, and a one that I would recommend in my book. Anything else? So this being Micarta, this will patina some once you start using it. You know, oil off your hand. If you get something else on it, it could patina a little bit, which just gives it character. There's some other knives that are somewhat similar. The Kershaw Bel Air, that is USA made, Magna Cut, but that's about twice what you're looking at for the price of this. The drop bear is about let's see, $30 more, I guess, with the clutch lock. So those might be some alternatives that you can think about. But the drop bear is actually 154 cm. This is S35VN, so pretty good price in my opinion. So again, this is a knife that if you lose it, not a big deal. It's $70. If you have to use it to trade for something as you're traveling around, that is one more thing that they mentioned. So, you know, something that's decent, but you're not gonna start crying if you lose it or have to hand it over and leave it behind. So there you go. Hope you've enjoyed this. Please let me know in the comment section down below what you think. Do you think this is a good travel knife, or is the small blade 2.75-inch blade, does it just make it legal in some places and not very useful? Let me know in the comment section. Would you rather have this, or would you rather have a bigger blade in worse steel for the same money? That's another topic of the comment section below. Let me know what you think. Hope to see you again soon. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so. Really appreciate you watching. Thanks.